Guys, we're back here with the 20 long for the beginner tank. I'm going to add a little bit more substrate. I'm going to add a little bit more washed pebbles with it, and then I'm going to have some rocks that I'm boiling right now that I'm going to add to the tank as well. So it's pretty clean right now, but I'm fixing to get it dirty. So just bear with me. I'm going to remove some of the stuff on top, the light and the cover, so I can start adding some of this material in here and kind of spreading it out. So let's lift this up and let's do it. Start on this end like this. I should have enough water displacement. I left the water a little lower. I'm hoping that'll make a difference. I'm going to take out at least one hose. This is about a pint. I'm going to start adding the bigger container in here, and we'll spread this one out as well. Be the right amount that we need. And we're going to go ahead and spread all this out. Kind of just give it a little texture to the bottom. I kind of like a flat, just sandy area, but since I'm going to add plants and stuff, and I kind of want to add a little bit more than just plain sand. This way it kind of, I think it'll look neat, having some little rocks in there. And let that settle a little bit. I'm going to go check on the other rocks that I'm cooking and try to make sure they don't have any kind of parasite stuff. They got little crevices and holes. This stuff does okay because it's pretty small. Just wash it out real good. So, all right, let's get those rocks. Guys, we're back. Cooled them down, washed them up. I'm going to put some of these here at the base in different areas. Kind of just, I'll probably move a lot of this stuff around eventually also once I get I'm going to get a piece of driftwood in there, put that in there. And I don't have that yet, so I'm going to still look around for that. But I'm going to put some of these rocks in here for now. Just to kind of stagger them. Add different seams. Structures, should I say, but still I want to make sure I leave room for the plants and stuff when I come back. And I don't know, we'll see what these look like once I add all these rocks. Might not be what I'm looking for, but we'll change it around. See that, and we'll come back with some more footage after this water clears up. So that's a real neat piece. Look at that. That is weird. These here I'm going to just scatter them around. So that's going to be probably it for now until I get the plants, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, got the driftwood, got some rocks and some more pebbles, a little bit more sand to the substrate. For now I'm going to just go with this, with the driftwood, until I get the Java moss.
I'm gonna probably tie the Java moss and place some of the Java ferns in here. That should be able to do that Monday. So for now, it's looking good. The water's really cleared up. This poor little convict is having a blast in here. He's got the whole tank to himself. So, all right, we'll keep going, and this will be part of part 3. So let's wait for the plants, and we'll get this going all together. Thanks.
Got some of the stuff already set up, the decor, some of the rocks. I added a little bit more substrate and a couple pieces of driftwood. But now I went in and got some new additions to add to this tank. So my convict, he's served his time for at least a couple weeks in here, so he's coming out. So he's going back to his house. So he's going to be going back to the other tanks, but we're going to get that one out of here real quick. I got to remove these lights and the little cover, and we're going to try to see if I can fish them out of here. So bear with me real quick. Now, moment of truth is trying to fish this poor guy out of here. I don't even see him. Let's see if I can find him in here somewhere. I'm sure he's going to be hiding now. Now that he knows he's got cover. So I might have to remove some of these just to get him out from under the cover there. Fella. Come on. Time to go back home. I know you want to stay in here by yourself, but all right. This all back. We're gonna take him and we're gonna go put him up. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I went and took the other little convict back where he belonged. And let's see what we got in here. I picked up, since this tank is already cycled, I picked up 10 neon tetras and 2 African dwarf little frogs. So they're not supposed to get no larger than 2 inches. These fish don't get no larger than maybe an inch at the most, inch and a half. So we're going to put these in here. I'll see if you can see the little frog right there. There you go. So we're going to acclimate these into this tank. And I usually do a saltwater bath, but since this tank is so small and it's already established and there's nothing else living in here, I'm going to probably cure the tank by itself with these fish by themselves. So, I'm sorry, 20 gallon. So we're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes, let them acclimate, and we'll come back with you. We'll come back to y'all here in a minute when the 30 minutes are up. Alright guys, it's been about 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put these tetras in there, neon tetras. We got 10 of them. I might go back to the store and get maybe 5 more, but we're going to go with 10 for now. And the 2 little miniature African dwarf frogs. So let's let these out real quick. And I'm going to just use the water since I'm going to medicate this tank. It's only about, they're sitting in maybe 2 cups of water at that, maybe a cup. So I think this little bit of water is going to make a difference. So there they go. That's everybody. They're tiny, so I'm going to make sure the bag's empty. Alright. And they're more of a schooling fish. The neon Tetris. So I'm gonna get you a little closer. Let me put the light and put the lid back on, so bear with me. Alright guys, here we go. We got 10 little schooling neon Tetris. So they're tiny, they're about 1/2 inch. So I think they'll fit in good here. And then we got the little 2 African dwarf frogs. I think those are so neat. And they're not, I think this shows that it doesn't get, they don't get larger than 2 inch. So right now they're maybe a inch, maybe almost. So they're pretty neat. I've never had those, so that'll be interesting to see these grow up in this tank. I've got a loner over here. He hasn't found the rest of his buddies, but all in all, I think this tank's gonna look really popping. I'll have some plants coming in, so I think that'll be neat. Have a little planted aquarium, have the smaller schooling fish in here with these guys. So I'm going to turn the lights off on this tank, and we're going to call this part 3 of adding fish and having the decor and rocks in this tank. So alright guys, we'll do another video to kind of top it off with doing some live plants in this tank, and we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Y'all take care. Bye. This is Danny with Danny Aquatics. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day, guys. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.